Hello, today I'm going to be talking about the dawn of the Justice League, well, the show that that talks about the DC extended universe. Is it extended? Yeah, DC extended universe. I'm still trying to I'm getting used to that, but yeah, I'm just want to give my entire thoughts on it. And I'm just going to say this out now, I fucking loved it. It's everything that I hoped it would be. They didn't give away too much, and that's to be expected. They just started the universe, but they did release concept art, so I was talking about each individual characters, and I I fucking loved it. I absolutely loved it. So let me just get into this right now because I can't wait to talk about it. Let's get into it. Alright, Aquaman. Of all the characters, this is the character I'm most excited for. Because one, I love the design of Jason Momoa's Aquaman. I love, what was it? It's kind of reminiscent of the 90s Aquaman? Is it the 90s? I think it's the 90s. Where he just has the armor and I think hook for a hand. But in this version, Jason Momoa, he just has the golden armor and the tribal tats. And he has that blonde dye at the end of his hair with long hair. It looks awesome. I love the design. What I'm most excited for this movie is one, how is Jason Momoa going to portray him? I know in the CW special he talks about they want to Jason Momoa wants them to focus on him trying to grasp his powers, but I'm really hoping for in the movie of the Aquaman movie, it's already established that he's already the king. You know, if you look at Jason Momoa's picture, it looks like he's been the king of Atlantis for 10 years or something. So if they do delve into how he controls and maintains his powers, I hope it's just they put that in flashbacks, and in most of the movie is just him dealing with the aftermath of either one Man of Steel or Justice League. I think Aquaman's coming after Justice League. I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm not sure. I have to check. But yeah, and the other thing that I'm really, really excited for about this movie is Atlantis itself. I want to see what Atlantis, this version of the DC extended universe Atlantis looks like. Because if you remember in Man of Steel, Krypton looks absolutely nothing like it does in Christopher Reeves or some of the comics you read. Because in the comics or in the Christopher Reeves, Krypton is all crystallized, there's white everywhere. While in Man of Steel is more organic, and it's more, most of the scenes are underground, most likely. When he flies, I forgot Jorah flies on that dragon mosquito thing, which is awesome sequence, by the way. When he flies underneath the earth, you could see cities and stuff like that, and it's really unique and it's really cool. And I hope they go that route with Atlantis. What I mean by that route is I hope that they do a different take on Atlantis. It's not it's all shiny, all golden and stuff like that. If DC and Zack Snyder and Kevin Suchara are actually serious about trying to ground their heroes or ground the world, I think their thought process will be, okay, if Atlantis does exist, what would it look like in this modern day? And it will be, in my head, it would just be ruins and stuff like that, carvings, and all that history is on the walls and stuff like that. The reason why I'm getting this idea, because if you look at the design of Jason Momoa's Aquaman, he has tattoos. And I know a lot of people hate the tattoos, but I love them. I would love it even more if those tattoos serve a purpose. What I mean by that is if it just reflects the history of Atlantis. Could you imagine if Jason Momoa movie or Aquaman movie that the citizens of Atlantis have, or in some cases, a tribal tat in each of their bodies that symbolizes something, like they did in Man of Steel. The Superman suit is basically like chainmail in the Kryptonians. I want them to take that philosophy and do that with Aquaman, where his tattoos are basically reflective of the culture of Atlantis. That's why I'm really interested in that. uh, the world itself and how Aquaman thrives in this world. Has he been the king already? It looks like he's been the king. I'm just looking, I'm like, fuck, that's the king. He's like the king of Atlantis. I love this new different take, and I literally cannot wait for Jason Momoa's Aquaman, especially in the CW where Jason Momoa explained that he's part human and he's part god. Well, everyone knows that he's part Atlantean, but I didn't have a problem with Jason Momoa's description of him because it's basically what Batman v Superman portrayal of Superman, that he's basically a godlike being. He's not technically a god, but to us humans, he's like, holy shit, is this god? So when Jason Momoa said that, I'm like, yeah, sure, it makes sense. I mean, he's not technically a god, but we view him as a god because he has this super strength, and he like what? How many percent of the over 80% of this earth is covered by water, and that's his domain and stuff like that. But obviously, it's over 80%. I'm pretty sure it's over 80%. And that's his domain, and that's awesome. Because if you read Kingdom Come, they really explain. I want that version, like that mentality of Arthur in this movie. If you read Kingdom Come and you've seen Aquaman, he's only in it for like 2 panels. And if you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like, that's Aquaman. That's one of the comic books that I read. I was like, okay, I could actually take Aquaman seriously. Yeah, so out of all the slates, Jason Momoa's Aquaman is what I'm really excited about. And that picture in the CW Dawn of Justice special where he's just like rising out of the ocean and he holds that trident. He's acts like Poseidon-y, and it's just so awesome. I can't wait for it. Alright, in the CW special, the Dawn of the Justice League special, they also talked about the most anticipated movie, well, personally for me, Batman v Superman. But in this section, they really didn't give a lot of they did give a lot of details, but we already know it. We already know most of the details that they dished out. Batman's older, more warrior-y. He's gonna be different. Superman, the world's trying to grasp this concept of this alien being. After what happened in Man of Steel, they did add this one new dialogue though of Superman when he talks to Lois Lane. Plus, they did show some new footage of the movie. Of Ben Affleck, just pumping weights, and he's building something. Him talking to Alfred, and he's and there's one footage that I love that made me get chills in the back of my neck, is when you see a shot of Ben Affleck, Bruce Wayne, and behind him is the Wayne Manor, and him just walking forward, and he's holding the flowers, I think, to give to the grave of his parents, and he gives that look, that war veteran, dead inside. I've been fighting a war for over 15 years kind of face, and it's like, holy shit, that's Batman. I remember when they first cast Ben Affleck, I was like, nah, because I remember I didn't jump on the train. Well, I hate Ben Affleck. This is a horrible choice, because I remember saying the same thing to Heath Ledger's Joker, and sadly enough, the last thing after Heath Ledger passed away is that people hate him. So that's kind of sad, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Any controversial casting, I'm just gonna wait and see, and I'm glad I did. He looks like he is not Christian Bale's version of Batman and Bruce Wayne. He has his own version. Mainly, he takes inspiration from the Dark Knight Returns, but that look he gave, he's like, holy shit, that's Batman. It's insane, and I loved how in the special that they re-emphasized that this is a Batman v Superman centric movie. Even though Wonder Woman's in it, the focus is going to be on those two, which I loved. This movie, I just want it to come out already. I'm already sold on the movie. I just want to see the movie. Um, I love the trailers. Yes, even the second one that people say that it spoiled a lot, which I didn't. Which if I get time, I'll probably talk about it more. But I mean, I like the second trailer. My only criticism of the second trailer is not what they show. Was how it was edited. That was my complaint. Anyways, back to the Dawn of Justice. Yeah, I liked this segment. Really didn't give us anything new. I mean, it did new footage, but you know, I mean, it was still a good segment. It was still a good segment, and yeah, I just can't wait for this movie. I still, to this day, believe that the Batman v Superman Comic-Con trailer is one of the greatest comic book trailers out there. Like, I haven't seen that trailer. It was perfect. It was one of the best comic book trailers I've ever seen. I really loved it. Alright, Ezra Miller Flash, I can't really talk about it much, because they just talked about the history of the Flash, talked about the CW Flash, which I haven't watched, I'm sorry. It just talked about, the origins of the Flash, how Flash came to be, and then Ezra Miller, the guy who's playing the Flash, talks about, more details about the Flash. I can't really talk more about it because they didn't talk about the movie. They just talked about the character itself, which is fine. But one thing they did do is that they added concept art of Ezra Miller in the Flash suit. And he actually looks pretty good. It actually suits him. It looked like a post-apocalyptic... Say that word. Wow! Alright, one more time. Post-apocalyptic suit. Jesus Christ, yeah. It shows him wearing that. Him in action, even though it was a rough concept art. And him as Barry Allen, doing his Barry Allen things, investigating, crime scene and stuff like that. And it was good. It was a good segment. I didn't expect them to do more because they haven't really, just like Aquaman segment, they haven't really. They're still in the development stage, so they can't really go into it, which I expected that to happen. But my God, him in the suit, I'm like, all right, I can see the Flash now. I have to see how he plays it. Now, to my biggest surprise, is Cyborg. And the thing is, when they first announced the slate that Cyborg is going to be in, I'm like, oh, okay, they're just following the New 52. Look, I'm going to be honest. I did not care about Cyborg. I really did not care. I'm like, I really didn't give a shit. But one thing that this special really done is actually piqued my interest for Cyborg. I mean, I know the character Cyborg. I know he was in the Teen Titans. I saw the Teen Titans cartoons. I know his backstory. I just didn't care. But this special really did pique my interest because it's how they described it. Mainly more of Kevin Smith. I'm paraphrasing him. He says, since we live in this digital world, in this modern digital age, he's more viable in this world. And I'm like, holy crap, I haven't really thought of that. And the actor who plays him, I forgot his name. What's his name? Oh shit. Ray Fisher. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Ray Fisher. And what he describes is like one of his biggest weaknesses for him to actually stay human and not to be controlled by this machine. I would love to see a movie on that. That sounds like a cool premise. I love to see that storyline go somewhere. I really love to see. That really piqued my interest. I'm like, okay, I actually can't wait. Not can't wait, but I'm actually interested to see in this Cyborg movie. And that's really surprising for me to say that, because as I said before, I didn't really care about the character, and this special really made me care. Not care, but really made me pique my interest on this character. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot.